Hi, my name is Sarnam Mark Greenberg. I'm a spiritual healer and teacher in Mount Shasta, California, working with the chakras, helping people clear out their chakras and their energy channels for a free flow of energy. And after working with myself and many clients over the years, I've developed effective techniques to do that. And I want to share one of them with you today, which is focused on your connection with the earth. Um, Mother Earth, or the Earth Mother, most people think of her as a mother, and she has many of those qualities. Not only is she the source of everything we eat and essentially providing us with our bodies and our physical environment, energetically, there is a nurturing quality that comes from her, a love that is very much like a mother's love, without the judgment. That's a significant difference. Mother Earth has a love for every part of you. And so it's very useful to connect with her for that reason alone, as a substitute for your own imperfect mother, who was conditioned, by her upbringing. And the same with your father, same with you. We all are, exposed to some kind of social conditioning that causes various forms of self-judgment and shame, because not every part of us fits into the culture, and we have to repress those parts that don't. So connecting with Mother Earth is a way to feel a genuine love for those parts of yourself that have been repressed, that have become a source of shame or self-judgment or low self-worth. She'll bring her love right into those areas, and you can feel tangibly that you are loved, that these are actually beautiful gifts and not something to hide or be ashamed of. That can help you push off the self-judgment that was originally from the judgment of your parents and other people when you were young. And so that's a big beginning for anyone's self-healing process, is releasing the shame, releasing the self-judgment, releasing the low self-worth, and bringing love into areas where your own love, your own self-love has been withheld. Okay, so that's a big reason to do this process. The actual process is pretty simple, except that most people, especially people living in cities, have gotten somewhat cut off from the earth. People who spend a lot of time in nature that I work with generally have more of a connection, but there can be other reasons. Sometimes there's shame or self-judgment, or sometimes even external attachments or trauma, especially around the sexual area, the genitals. And because that's so close to the root chakra, really pressing right up against it, the root chakra is really centering right at the perineum. Feelings like that can cause the root chakra to close up or contract out of fear, because it's feeling the pressure or the either the shame or the external attachment or whatever it is, fear, that causes it to contract. There can be other reasons for that. So a beginning for this process is just to center in the heart. This is very much like the heart math technique, and you can look it up on their site. But what I recommend is putting either one hand or both hands over your heart so that you're feeling into your heart. So it's a somatic experience and not just a mental exercise. And then with your intention, drop down out of your mind into your heart. Really feel yourself centering in your heart, at least putting your center of attention in your heart chakra. Well, heart chakra or the physical heart, if they're so close, it's either way, whatever works for you. So you're feeling into that heart-centered awareness. The heart is not thinking about anything. The heart emits a unified field. It's not split like the brain. And so it's a whole different consciousness, a whole different way of perceiving the world when you drop into that heart-centered awareness. I always recommend beginning like that. So you're putting your hand over your heart, you're putting your center of attention in your heart, and then just start taking some long, deep breaths, relaxing into that heart-centered awareness, at least 3 breaths. Nice long inhale, and if you can, just a little bit longer on the exhale. That breathing out a little more slowly than you breathe in will help you relax more quickly until you're feeling kind of calm down, releasing the stress, releasing the stress-based thoughts. You're centering in your heart. Your heart is not thinking about anything, and you're relaxing, taking deep breaths. Then think about someone you love, or people you love, or some place on the earth that you love, something that generates a feeling of love, or it could be gratitude, love or gratitude in your heart. I usually go with love. So you're feeling this feeling of love in the center of your heart, even if you feel interference around your heart, or you have issues that are causing you to guard your heart, you can still feel that sense of love deep in the center of the heart. Start with that. So from that place of love, you want to send that love down your spine, just straight down the spine to the perineum, to the root chakra. So if it feels closed up, and many times it does, you just want to allow that love to kind of swirl around the perineum. If you're visual, you could visualize a beam of white light coming from your heart down to your root chakra at the perineum, and just imagine that beam of light swirling like a little vortex. So as it swirls around at the perineum, at the root chakra, it's gently opening the root chakra, the root chakra that's felt closed out of fear or shame or some form of contraction. You're just bringing this feeling of love into the root chakra so it can open just a little bit. It doesn't have to open very much, just a little bit, just enough for a thin beam of light to come down. So you're sending this love, this beam of light from your heart to the root chakra. You're swirling around until you sense or feel or possibly visualize that the root chakra is opening, just relaxing just a little bit. Then you want to visualize a beam of light coming from your heart through the root chakra, just a thin beam of light, doesn't have to be big, and send that right down through the floor, down through the earth, down through the mantle, down through the core, down through all the layers of the earth, down, down, down. You want to keep sending that beam of light, that love, down through your root chakra, down through all the layers of the earth, down, 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 until you reach the very center, the heart of Mother Earth. And if you're someone who's felt trauma there or interference, you just want to allow that love to cut right through that, clear a path through that interference, so that you're connecting directly with Mother Earth herself, all the way down at the very center of her being. Sometimes people are feeling interference that feels like it comes from below. It's usually centered more at the sacral chakra, at the sexual energy, than directly at the root chakra. Occasionally, it could be right at the root chakra. In that case, you want to look at some of my other videos and make a strong connection with the sun and the divine light coming into your crown chakra first. And then with that more powerful light, you can bring that light down into your root chakra to kind of blast off or push off anything that's actually blocking the root chakra. So you can send that beam of light straight down from your crown through your root chakra, all the way down, 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 down to the very center, the heart of Mother Earth. So when you reach the very center, the heart of Mother Earth, usually you can't see anything. I can't see anything. It's more of a feeling. There's a feeling, and you're kind of deep in her dark mystery, but there's a feeling of rooting, of grounding. Sometimes it feels like a tug to me. Sometimes it just feels like I'm held in the earth, in her energy, like a mother would hold you. It's this distinctly different feeling than any of these other trauma or fear-based feelings that might be causing interference around there. So you're cutting through all of that to connect right to Mother Earth herself. There is an innate connection from your heart to her heart. You are innately held by her. Once you make that connection, you feel somewhat rooted, or you think you have, then open, and she will respond. She will start sending her light back up through your root chakra. And so you can, when you feel some response, and you can tell that it really is Mother Earth, because it will feel loving, it will feel nurturing, it will also feel powerful, but it will feel like something good, something different than the fear-based or shame-based interference that you may have felt around there. So you're opening to that nurturing, loving, powerful energy. You can put your attention then right at your root chakra, right at the perineum, and work with your breath. On the in-breath, opening to receive more of that divine light from Mother Earth, opening to receive more with each breath, just allowing that divine presence, that divine light, which is really coming from the source of creation, from the divine source through the earth into you. Mother Earth is a clear channel of that divine light. It comes right through her, but as it comes through her, then it's her expression of that divine light. So it has a unique quality that is unique to the earth, that is her quality. So you're bringing in that energy. That's the mother-like feeling, right? The nurturing feeling. It's not just nurturing, it's also powerful. She has that volcanic power. So she can not only help you bring more love, more self-love into that lower abdomen, she can also help you with your boundaries, giving you that sense of power to push out, to claim your sovereign space, to push out any energy that feels like it's intruding or pressing in your field. She has both those qualities. So you're just opening with each in-breath, opening the root chakra as wide as you can. You might get it open an inch and a half, or even 2 inches wide. That's great. If you can get it open 2 inches, that's great. That's a big column of light, and that'll just start flowing right up your spine. Okay, so at this point, I want to work with this energy very gently, similar to qigong. So you're taking a wide stance, like a horse stance, spreading your feet apart, almost 3 feet, more than 2 feet apart, and you're bringing this energy up with, using your hands, almost like you're reaching down to draw it up with your hands. Here you go. See, I'm reaching down, almost like I'm pulling up this energy, assisting in that flow. And at the same time, I'm visualizing my root chakra opening to receive this loving, this nurturing chi or energy from Mother Earth. It's filling up. As it comes up through the root chakra, it'll just naturally start filling up. First, the lower abdomen. This is in China, they would call this the lower dantian, or the first field to fill the elixir field, they would call it. They also call it the ocean of chi, because your gut, your intestines, they form a gut brain. They're actually lined with neurons, and so they don't just digest your food, they also hold emotions and process feelings. It's a feeling sort of brain. It's not a thinking brain like up here. It's a different kind of brain. So in other traditions, they think this is the seat of wisdom. In Hawaii, in Hawaiian tradition, they would call it the na'au. They think this is where wisdom resides, in the belly, not in the head. So, and in any case, you're filling up that area first. So you're opening to receive this energy, this chi from Mother Earth, and just allowing it, drawing it up, reaching down to assist with that flow, drawing it up, and just gently letting it fill up that area, the lower abdomen, the abdominal cavity, and nurturing all the organs that are part of the abdominal cavity. Letting that, it'll just fill it up. And at some point, that abdominal cavity will feel full, and it'll start overflowing, and it'll come up through the diaphragm up into the thoracic area, the chest, the heart, the lungs, and all those related organs. So you're just gently allowing the energy to come up, drawing it up with your hands, feeling it expand through the lower abdomen, through the diaphragm. Now it's coming into the heart, into the lungs. You might encounter a certain area that needs more attention on the right side or on the left side, and you can use your hands to direct the energy. Sometimes there are issues around the heart. Sometimes they're related to current people in your life. Sometimes they're related to childhood and family issues. And you might, as you bring more energy through, as you bring this chi through, the presence, the light energy of the chi can bring your attention to areas in you that are where there's a shadow or there's a restriction, and you can use the energy to push it back, almost like you're just sloughing it off, releasing it from your body. It's an old pattern, an old addition to your true intrinsic divine nature. So so you can allow the chi to do that too. Um, if you need healing, you can allow it to fill up areas where more healing is needed. Both those things. So this is true in the lower abdomen and in the chest. I'm just mentioning it now as we're coming up to the chest, especially heart issues, heart-related issues, things pulling on your heart. That chi, as it fills up, it can help you push off anything that doesn't feel loving or light, things that feel like judgment, things that feel like a draining energy. You can expand the chi, and because this chi, this light is at a higher frequency, it'll naturally back those off. It'll repel them because it's holding a higher frequency. As it comes through the chest and it fills up the lungs and the heart and the chest, it'll come through the throat, and now you're coming up into the head. You can bring this divine light from Mother Earth. You should have a nice big channel open now, all the way up into the head, opening the head, opening the third eye, starting to clear, in the head, oftentimes there are things to clear off the back of the head. People that I work with are usually holding their childhood beliefs. These are restricting beliefs, beliefs that would cause shame, beliefs about, what parts of you are acceptable or not acceptable. They're usually at the back of the head, or they're unconscious, old childhood beliefs from early childhood. So again, as you're bringing the light energy up, you can push off anything that feels dark, replace it with the divine light coming through Mother Earth into the head, expanding the head, front and the back of the third eye, the right and left side of the head, around the ears, around the head, around the throat chakra. And then that energy will come all the way up to the crown. At the crown, you can open the crown chakra. You're bringing this energy all the way up from Mother Earth to open the crown chakra. Take your time. Let it naturally open, like a flower or like a lotus, or like many receptors opening to receive the divine light that comes down from above. Just allow this energy from Mother Earth. It's like it's filling that channel. And when the channel is full, then the crown chakra just naturally opens. Just like a flower that blooms when it has the right conditions. You're giving it the right conditions, and now it's opening. Once the crown chakra opens, when it opens fully like this, with the energy from the earth, it'll open even bigger than the full diameter of your head. And then you can reach up to receive that chi that comes. It's most easy to identify it coming down through the sun, but in general, it comes from above, the celestial chi. And you can open to receive that through your crown chakra, also energizing your body there. So that's the basic process I wanted to share, really bringing that energy up from Mother Earth. Another thing you can do, a little more advanced technique, is when you're first connecting to the earth and you first feel that connection in your root chakra and you're opening to the chi coming in from Mother Earth. You can also check your feet. You have two minor chakras, one at the sole of each of your feet. And so you can make sure that energy, you can feel if that energy from Mother Earth is coming up first through the bottom of the left foot, up through the left leg to join at the root chakra, and then through the right foot. Sometimes one or the other or even both will be obstructed. And you can notice that when you bring energy directly up through the feet, as you're opening that root chakra. You can also bring more energy up by opening the soles of the feet, the chakras at the soles of the feet to connect to Mother Earth. Same thing, make sure that you're connecting directly to her. It's much easier to do that once you've made that first connection through the root chakra, then you feel her, you know what you're connecting with, then you can send light down through one foot and then the other and feel that response from Mother Earth. Again, her elevated frequency will oftentimes push off dense energies. I often find there are dense energies around the ankles and the shins that will just get pushed off by that energy, opening that channel through the whole leg. So you've got now 3 channels of light, the main one coming up through the root chakra, and then one coming up through the left leg and the right leg. Another thing you can do at the end of this practice, and again, take your time. I might have done it a little more quickly than I usually would if I was practicing alone. I really take my time when I'm doing this practice, very gently, very patiently, opening and allowing that energy from Mother Earth to fill first the lower abdomen, then the chest, and then the head, and then up into the crown. Again, those are the 3 dantians in China, in Chinese understanding, Taoist understanding, and that is all. And there are also these fields around the primary energy centers of the heart, the head, and the belly. There are the organs, and that would be the field, the elixir field, they would call it in that tradition, that you're also allowing to fill up. But those are the three, those are the three areas, one at a time. I'll go through there very gently. Again, waiting till the lower abdomen feels filled to overflowing, then up into the chest, and when that feels full, up into the head, and then the crown chakra, and then you can connect with the energy from above. At the end of that practice, you can also bring that energy from Mother Earth all the way up through the crown chakra like a fountain. It'll extend up above the head, and this will open and expand your field as it circulates around the outer toroidal field, back down below the feet, up through the root chakra, out the crown chakra, up above the head, and around the field. This is opening and expanding the toroidal field, up through the root chakra, out the crown chakra. You're also getting the energy of the earth circulating in your outer field. This is a living field that's always circulating. It's not a static field. So you're opening to receive that energy flow. So you're bringing that energy of the earth into the outer field. And that also prepares you to open more fully to the energy of the divine source through the sun, or however you choose to connect to it. You can bring that down through the crown chakra, through the root chakra, and circulate that up and around the field, bringing a more radiant light into that field, down through the crown, through the root chakra, up and around. Okay, that's a basic practice that I do, and I just wanted to share it with you for your own benefit. You can let me know how it works for you, and if you have any questions or are looking for help, or I offer free chakra assessments on my website. You can contact me there, and I'm happy to give you a free reading or assessment anytime you want. My website is www.saranam.us. That's SARANAM.us, not .com, .us. Okay, many blessings on your journey.